All right. Well, if you've checked my. All right. Well, got something a little bit different today. So I kind of got tired of having massive tests of skill in Blaster Master, so I'm going to play something that's a little more familiar to me. Something that, well, I think a lot of people have already played before, so that's alright. But, just for something to kind of relax and play a little bit. This is a game that I got, man, long time ago. I've probably played through it 20 times at this point. I even managed to get 100% the last time I played through it, which was a bit of a hunt. I'm not going to try too much of that this time, but, just kind of have a chill, relaxed playthrough of one of my all-time favorites. So without further ado, hell yeah. Alright, so I'm going to show you the worst part of this game. I don't know what insane person thought of the X's shot and A's jump connection, but I have never played the game like that for more than 5 or 10 seconds. Because why would I do that? No other game uses the X button for shooting that I can think of. Anyway, let's get started. So,
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
so one of the great things about this game is the music. Oh, listen to that. It's beautiful. So we've got Samus recounting the tale of Metroid 1. And Metroid 2, the very end. Speaking of which, Metroid 2 for Game Boy is a fantastic game in its own right. This is the first time we see anybody other than Samus in the Metroid series, really. For the Super Nintendo, the sepia-colored photographs and the color and animation of Samus's face is really beautiful. Oh, this game is pure, concentrated joy. It's like the best 3 hours of your life. Not my playthrough, your playthrough. You play it, buy it, play it. And immediately, stuff goes down. Some Mode 7 up in there. Without saying too much, the atmosphere in this game, the sense of solitude, is amazing. The ambient sound in the back, the little bit of fog near the ground, the doors opening, the lights out, just the sound of your steps, and the bodies of the scientists. So this is the optional fight with Ridley. There's a bit of a trick to it. His tail is his most damaging point. So, if you want to try to take minimal damage when he does things like ram you like that, you deliberately move forward and try to get hit by his body and not his tail. Because as you'll notice, his body is doing 5 damage. But if I were to let his tail hit me, it would do about 20, I believe. Now this is way easier than Ridley's gonna be, you know, later in the game. Now if you lose enough life in this fight, Ridley will Yeah. If you hit him enough, he'll drop the Metroid, grab it with his feet, and then do this. And how that activated the self-destruct sequence, I don't know, but it did. Yeah, if you take enough damage, Ridley will not drop the Metroid. He'll just fly up and then smash forward. You get the steam here. It doesn't do any physical damage, but it slows you down. And it kind of gives you a feeling for the... It's nice because it kind of gives you a feeling for the timing of things in this game. Right from the beginning. Alright. There we go. The chase is on. We think we know where Ridley went. Wouldn't it be great if he didn't go here? You go through the whole game, and it's just like, wait, where's the Metroid? Oh, hell. So after the frantic escape from the station, we land on Zebes. It's raining. I would imagine it's cold. Clouds, lightning, thunder. There's even a pause between the lightning flash and the thunder going off. Beautiful. Oh, it's atmosphere like that. The place seems deserted. I mean, you know, in Metroid 1, you get right down to business. There's 2 enemies in the first screen. The quickest way down here is just to go over to the edge here. Oh. Little trilobite things. Trilobite cockroach things, I don't know. And then we take the elevator down. The elevator is activated, so something is alive in here. What if you played the first Metroid? Well, well, this looks familiar. Go over here. Grab the morphing ball. But we're detected. Those things start glowing all over the place. So we've clearly activated something. It's still quiet, though. Alright. Got some missiles. We're armed. Get detected again. So there's lots of sequence breaking that can be done in this game. I'm not going to do too much of it, just for the sake of not, spending a bunch of time trying to wall jump up places for no really good reason. Just gonna kind of take it easy. As easy as you can take it in this game. Well, we woke something up. Got space pirates all over the place. Oh, you'll notice... Okay, well, you didn't notice that because I shot it too soon, but what you will notice is that the door that closed behind me over here was kind of a gray color. In the manual, they call it the metal door. And generally, what you have to do is either knock out all the enemies or do some other important thing. Whoa. Come on. And I took a hit for no reason. And I took another hit. Oh. Let's see. It's actually been a little while. I think this is a dead end for now until I have bombs. Won't take long. But if I go in here, I'm pretty sure I will run through an area where there's some of these little guys. Oop, let's grab that, just for the heck of it. I'm pretty sure that we will grab a map. So, this is something that was really missing from the original Metroid, and would have been really nice to have. Alright. And this is, I'm pretty sure, save... Yeah, well, it's on the map. Of course it's a save point. And there we go. Alright. Gonna go grab bombs real quick. So this is a fun, this is fun. You get down here, you walk over here, and you're like, alright, this is pretty standard stuff. Just running through Metroid, shooting doors open. I'm trying to make sure they stay rearmed. Come on. Alright. Close enough. Get over here. And... a little foggy in this room, huh? But there's the bomb. And... yeah. That's bad, isn't it? And we meet the first Torizo. The first Torizo is pretty darn easy. Alright, I got him. 8 missiles will do it. really not a Metroid game until you have bombs. So you'll notice the dots on the map generally mean that there's something hidden in that area. There are a total of 100 items in the game, many of which are necessary to get, and a good fraction of which are fairly easy to get. And sometimes they'll be fairly well hidden. So I'm going to have to go back down there later, so I'm going to avoid going back down there right now. I could grab a couple more little power-ups if I did, but it's probably not worth it. That's nice. Lots of little screen tricks in this game. The edge of the screen doesn't quite go until you get somewhere. We're just going to run through here because these enemies aren't going to hurt us too much. And anyway, there's that right there anyway. So our first energy tank. Now, in the original Metroid, you could get 6, and in Metroid 2, I think you could get 6 as well, or possibly it was only 5, actually. I'm not 100% sure. But, in this one, it's kind of ridiculous. What is it, like 16? I'm just gonna open that door for now. Don't need to go there yet. We'll go there later, don't worry. So, some invulnerable zoomers, or I think they're called zoomers. Oh man, Brinstar. Great music down here. One thing to remember is that missile doors, red doors, green doors, whatever, they don't restore after you knock them out once. So you can knock out multiple ones in the same screen if you feel so inclined. And yeah, another map. And this is where things become interesting because wow, that's a big map. And that's just the parts of Brinstar that we know about. Something like probably 40% is still missing off the map. Ugh. Yeah. The control in this game is so smooth. It's beautiful. If you've played Metroid Zero Mission for Game Boy Advance, the smoothness of the controls in that game was way different. Very significantly so, and can't quite make that jump or that run yet. We're gonna need a little help. I mean, not need. I suppose hypothetically, I think there's a way through there, but I'm not gonna mess with it. It's been a while. I'm pretty sure you can trick that somehow. Oh yeah, so there's a trick that you can do. That's the same one. I don't care. There's a trick that you can do to make yourself roll really quickly with the in the morph ball state. If you use that trick, you can get through there. I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh, this is kind of cool. So those little fireflies control the lights in the room. If you touch them, they explode, and it gets darker. If you shoot them, they explode, and it gets darker. But if you avoid them, well, this isn't much of a prize, but it does reload our missiles, which will be useful later on. So in the mini-map, all of the cool stuff shows up as dots. But if you check your regular map, they actually give you some helpful icons to tell you, say, if it's a missile reload or an energy recharge, which you will find occasionally. And then we got this. And there's a very conspicuous floor there that we can't do anything with yet. But soon. So, gonna kinda... So that wall jump you saw there is something that you well, are supposed to learn about later. But you can use it from the very start of the game, which is kind of neat. When I first got this game on Super Nintendo, I got stuck down there, where you're supposed to learn. We'll see it, of course, later, but let me just say that I actually was one of the people that made occasional calls to the Nintendo helpline. That's how much of a freaking... I don't know what I was. This was before GameFAQs was a thing, obviously. Our first beam upgrade, the charge beam. So this is kind of a nice upgrade. Basically, it has the effect of a one-shot screw attack, and the charged shot has the same force as a single missile. We can't get through there yet, but we'll have to come back. And that single missile shot can be useful for some of the few earlier bosses where you're going to be using regular missiles on them. Not so useful later in the game, but, you know. Everything gets bigger and better as this game goes on. There's a hidden save point over there. So-called hidden. It's not really, because, I mean, it's on the map. So you will end up gathering a very large number of missiles in this game. And so it's not really that bad to use them. And of course, here's our good friend Spore Spawn. Now there's a trick to this guy. You just wait and watch. Even the patterns of the pollen don't reach you when you're here. It's kind of boring, but if you're quick about it and get on the Y button real fast, you can hit him twice when he opens up. But it requires a little bit of jamming on the Y button, which seems a little harder with my controller as it is. Whatever, it's all good. There we go. Just gotta get right on there. Now he starts moving faster. Again, that spot is still safe. Much to Spore Spawn's chagrin, if a giant semi-sentient plant can feel chagrin. Oh. I usually am not very good at hitting him twice while he's fast-moving. He closes faster, too. Just kind of avoid the pollen. Not too bad. Fairly easy as far as bosses go. That was a miss on the second shot. The color changes are nice. You know, this was back in the day when having more than 16 colors on the screen was luxurious. And having the boss change colors more than once or twice was... I'm really showing how old I am now. But, like, I remember hearing the first trumpet on the Super Nintendo playing Final Fantasy IV, and it was like, oh man, they can actually do real-ish instruments now. Oh, beautiful. And then it looks like it's a dead end, but... just a long, unnecessary fall, and... break the fall, and super missiles. Oh, these are fun. They're in fairly short supply, but they're very satisfying to use. Unlike the regular missiles, just kind of pop when they hit something. These shake the whole room. It's beautiful. Talk about attention to detail, right? I mean, come on. Oh, right. And we are back out of here. That's a little spot that you would have never thought contains anything. There's a lot of that. A lot of unplanned double backs and stuff like that. Alright. There's a thing up there that I can't open yet because... but I can get up here. It's a cute little secret. You know, if you don't know about it, you have to observe that that's like the one pipe that enemies don't fly out of. It's little tricks like that. They usually give you a hint. Sometimes they're very subtle. Yeah. Alright. A one-way door. My favorite. There's no gamer alive who loves a one-way door, I think. Well, we've made our choice. Oops, let's try to go up this way. You just gotta run for it. The A button dash is kind of a neat addition. It's okay now. Later on, we'll get an upgrade that makes it even better. Now, you're supposed to need the high jump boots and ice beam to get up here, but it is possible. There's a lot of that in this game. Things that you can get through if you know how. Now we're going to be careful here. We're going to shoot down only because there's an enemy hidden in that block over there to our right. Let me head down here. Open that up. I think this is, what, energy charge? Yeah. We don't really need it, but what the heck. 5 points. And this is kind of irritating. Water, huh? If you get stuck in it, you can flounder around quite a bit. It messes up your jump timing as well as your height. Oh, that's obvious, right? Well, if you don't know how to wall jump, you... oops, shoot. Come on. Doors stay open permanently. At least as long as the... Alright. You can get through there. Shoot that. Go here. Knock that open. And... next beam upgrade. The Spazer. This will carry us through a good chunk of the game. It's nice. It makes your beam about as wide as Samus herself. And, as long as the whole thing doesn't get blocked, it goes through walls, but not enemies. Alright. Now, this is interesting. You'll notice that my minimap cleared off. And the reason for that is that now I'm technically in another area called Meridia. Home to, well, lots of water. That's pretty cool. Nice little effect. Oh, there's so much about this game that's just perfect. Alright. Well, we're gonna head downstairs real quick. And Norfair. Now, one of the features of Norfair, unlike the original Metroid where it was just like, oh, there's lava, in Norfair there are actually areas that quiescently damage your health. Now, there was a... what was it called? It was a remake of Super Metroid made where they basically did a giant, amazing ROM hack of it called Super Metroid Redesign. And in that, there's a chunk of the game where you have to go through a huge amount of Norfair without the suit that protects you from the heat. So it's basically like a time section. I got there in that, and I think I tried it 2 or 3 times and never played it again. I really should have, though, because it was good. But oh well, right? It was hard. It's funny. So you can... come on. There. So, the timing for infinite bomb jumping in Super Metroid is pretty easy. But in Redesign, they change it up on you. And it's still possible to infinite bomb jump, but it's harder. And this is kind of cool. One-way bonus, right? Grab the boots. It's pretty nice, right? Like they're kind of subtle about it. There's no actual tutorial or anything like that. It's just like you jump in here and you can't get back out until you get the high jump boots, and the name's self-explanatory. So, yay. And I think we need to take this guy out in order to get out of here. So we'll just do that real quick while we're up here. And you'll notice the high jump boots give us the ability to jump like an entire screen. It's ridiculous. Yep, metal door. Jerks. So there's not much more that we can do in Norfair right now. Got the high jump boots. The next thing that we need is the Varia suit. In the original Metroid, the Varia suit just cut your damage in half. But in this, it's what protects us against the heat of Norfair. It's kind of cool too. If you were watching, you'll notice that the background was all heat shimmered, which is just a little animation, but still a really cool addition to the game. Find there it is. So. Metal door. So, this is interesting, right? I killed all the enemies in the area. The metal door is still metal. There must be something else that we have to do. Right. So, there's a save point over here. I'm pretty sure you knock this spot out right here? Yeah, here it is. You go through here, save point, whoop-de-doo. What the heck. I don't think I'll have any problems with what's coming up, but... Now there's a trick here. There's a spot that you can, like... Gosh, where is it? I don't know. There's something over there, but I can't remember where exactly it is. Ooh, that's tense. This is good. This is a good... Something's coming. There's a boss fight coming, and they're not gonna screw around. Then you're like, oh, I recognize this. This looks like Kraid's zone. And in fact, man, that was easy, huh? Well, as you may have guessed, Kraid's not the same in this one as he was in the original Metroid. He's gotten an upgrade along with the hardware. Trilobites covering the corpse of something. And our first... ouch. Eye door. So if you don't just time everything perfectly, they will shoot balls of energy at you, which hurt. I didn't give it the chance. Yeah, metal door, spikes only. Ceiling, right? Yes, ceiling. That must be what that is. Why, I can't jump past it, clearly. It's a ceiling. Yeah. Oh, for goodness sakes, really? So, with proper application of super missiles, he goes down pretty easily. Frankly, it's a little bit of a letdown. But you know what? Oh well. Alright, the Varia suit. Varia suit? I don't know. Whatever. It's a suit. It even changes the shape and color of our armor. Isn't that neat? I think there's something else in here. No? Maybe not. I have this vague recollection that there's something else in here, but maybe I'm just crazy. Whatever. Okay. This is not going to be a 100% run. That's not what this is about. This is about playing a great game and taking it easy. Whatever, it's all good. Oh, and Fake Kraid is back. And no more difficult. No, not there. There. I could swear there was something in here. No? Man. Another nice thing that you'll have noticed is that enemy sprites that are not, enemy sprites that are off-screen still act, so you can hit them with shots, and they move around and stuff, so that's a nice addition. You know, it's something that actually wasn't something that they usually did in the NES era. Alright, we'll go in here. I'm pretty sure, yeah, these guys are kind of jerks. They're kind of Metroid-esque. But you don't need to freeze them. And hidden in here is an energy tank. That's always nice. I think that's it. So, yeah. Alright. now we're prepared to take on Norfair. At least part of it. Open that up, why not? Not much I can do over there yet, but soon. A lot of familiar enemies, huh? That's great, right? Everything's been upgraded, but there's still so much that's familiar. There it is. So yeah, if you were looking carefully, you would have seen that the block looks a little bit different as a seam. And sometimes that's the only trick, that's the only hint that you'll get. And yes, the Varia suit keeps me safe from hot atmosphere, but not from lava. And this is even the less, what's the word I'm looking for? Less dangerous type of lava. There's another one that's even worse. Oh boy. Now what you're supposed to do come on. Oh, that was close. Come on. Let's kill that thing. It's in the way. I've gotten up there before. It's doable. It's one of those things that you're not supposed to do, but come on. Should I keep trying? Oh, so close. There it is. Haha, I got it. Oh, and then there's this trick. This game's kind of a jerk. I don't know if I can do anything through here yet. Well, let's find out. I forget. Yeah, whatever. What's in here again? Wow, I'm taking a lot of damage. Taking a lot of damage. Oh, okay, so this is a new concept. In this Metroid, there are reserve tanks. You can get up to 4 of them, and they allow you to store a little extra energy to hang on to in times of need. They fill up only when you get energy and your regular energy is full. So, I don't know, they're kind of useless, honestly. Now, I think I've made that jump too, honestly. There's a trick to it that I don't recall off the top of my head, but I think it's doable. And that saves you having to go through a lot of this area, but I may as well scout it out. What was the trick? There was a trick to it, wasn't there? Yep, that's it. So, in theory, you're supposed to go down from here and all around, and then go in here. But we're just gonna go straight in here. Why not? I mean, there's nothing stopping us. There's some loot. Alright, here we go. It's basically just a run of faith. Just go, 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 go. Don't stop or you'll fall and die. That's it. And we find the speed booster. I like the speed booster. Oh yeah, and now it's a race out of here because the lava's gonna rise. But the speed booster allows us to outrun it. And there we go. And if I have this right, the lava's back down again once you start over. And I think that there's... Gosh. There's a power-up in here somewhere. I forget exactly where. Gosh, where is it? Come on, let me out. Wow, that's dangerous and painful. Oh, I'm almost dead. Shoot. I'm gonna die. I didn't even notice I had this little energy. Oh, man. That's funny. Well, that's a lesson to be learned. That's what happens when you, That's what happens when you try to get too many bonuses too early. Alright, well. That's probably a good place to stop for the night. I think that is a reasonable stopping point, seeing as I'm going to have to fight Crit again. And I won't subject you guys to that. So what I'll do is I'll get about where I was already, and I will see you all on Monday.